Yeah. Go on.
No, carry on.
No. You.
What I was going to say now.
No. Well, I was going to say, speaking of, just actual events in general, I've got this week's card up. I was just wondering, like I say, Beer is head of creative, you can tell the truth or lie, or just tease a little something, but, predictions. I mean, this is the last card before the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I mean, first match we've got Shane Ortiz v Jerome Dubois.
Yep.
I'm gonna actually go for Ortiz to win this one by pinfall. Yeah.
I was supposed to agree with that.
Go on, give away the card already. Yeah.
No. That's why I said you can lie. You could just.
It's a good matchup. I think I think more so. I think the reason that it's been thrown together is because Dubs hasn't been around. He's not got internet access at the moment, and this Spider lad, he's trying to find his feet with a new character. So it might be an easier week for him in terms of building up. But then you've also got the fact that Hero kind of lunched out on his match last week. So it's, not everything's as clear cut as it seems, and we do look at things like that. It should be a good matchup.
Yeah, I mean, CJ, what's your opinions on that matchup?
It just seems like a very good early matchup for someone in their career. He's had Hero, he's now fighting another older guy in Dubois. Either way, he's going to look strong by the end of it, so it's a good call. And it's not a guy who's so far up the card that if you were to put him over, it would completely cock up another feud.
I think it's also, you can look at the roster now and, gone are the days where new guys came in and they were put up against Rasta or Zerez.
The producers.
Yeah. They just, there are people on the roster now that they can go up against, and I think, when you look at the card from sort of top to bottom, it's always very strong. It doesn't matter where you put someone on the card. It's not indicative of their standing within the company. I think it's just, that's how strong the card is now.
Yeah, I mean, let's have a quick look at the next match, which is myself against Hero.
It's the first time you've met, isn't it?
Yes.
Don't worry, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Well, I know. Well, let me. If I can just quickly give my opinion on it. Basically, Hero's one of the guys who, with his recent actions, I've just completely slated him, saying, if you run, I will chase you.
I think it's kind of the best way to approach it, really, because obviously it's, Hero's just coming back. He obviously interfered in the title match at Payback, and no one really knows what his agenda is. No one really knows what this anti-hero is about. And, in terms of looking at a character, it's classic Hero, in terms of the way that he produces promos, because you really don't know what to expect. It reminds me of if anyone's seen the film Sergeant Bilko.
Yeah.
Where he says, in one hand he's holding aces and the other one he's pulling rabbits.
Yeah.
And that's very much what it's like with Hero. And I think this anti-hero thing, is brilliant. And I think it also gives guys like yourself and obviously Steel, gives you a real opportunity to have a go at him, because, he's been here, he's done this, we had Omnicide and Revolution and Salvation and the Church of Hero, and, the list goes on and on and on. You really get under his skin.
Yeah, I mean, CJ, your thoughts?
It's more like a modern twist to two relatively well-known guys in 6WF now, because you've got Hero coming back as anti-hero, and you've got Koichi, formerly known as Uryu. And it's just kind of a cool thing to see that Hero's gone from being world title holder, and Uryu's gone from being Euro title kind of guy to being quite a strong match at the bottom of the card now.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't held the Euro title in nearly a year, or in at least 18 months, but But I was just eliminated from the European title eliminator. Well, next one is I suppose you could call it the big man match of the show. The Fnatic v Lucas Takeo. Both of them have been fantastic promos, in my opinion. So this is tough to call.
I mean, you've got obviously, like you say, you've got two fantastic promos there. Like I said, I was touching on it earlier. Amy's done fantastic work, and I know, you do pick up on things, and they get said on Trash Talk, and Ollie is very much, he's always PMing around ideas of, what they're going to do, how we're going to make this back and forth work. So it's a good matchup, and some people sort of, they think, oh god, big men, 7 foot tall monsters, how the fuck do you book that? Actually, we're quite lucky in the sense that all of our big men, and you say, I include Vortex in that, even though he is only like 5'9" or something. He's a big fat lad. They are easy to book. They do, they do fit and they connect together well. So, and obviously, the match afterwards is also, to skip on to match 4, you've got a lot of interest that, 3 and 4, they are quite well linked together, Fnatic and Kenji, they're going to meet a Betrayal, and then Takeo and Vortex, they've got plenty of history, so, shit could go down.
Yeah, trying to think, where were we? I've got to bring up the card again.
Virus database has been updated.
Hello, Avast. Please leave.
Sorry about that.
Okay, the European title eliminator. Again, this is tough to call, but I can see the eventual winner being out of all this being Scorpion, but I don't know who gets eliminated first.
I'd call it for McManus to win it.
What, face v face?
Yeah, I'd say face v face. Well, because McManus, as much of a face as he is, he can be the tweener.
Yeah.
And especially with this kind of like tension he's got with Fnatic at the moment, it could quite easily, he'd backstab her, well him, even, to get the title. So I'd say it's believable for McManus to win it, kind of believable for Scorpion to win it even though he's in another match, and Chaos is, I think he's got a bit of more character to unveil before he goes back up.
How can he completely unveil his character? He's flipped his lid.
I take it we're talking about Chaos.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what's going on there?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand what he's doing if it's what he told me about a year ago. And I like the way it's going. But who gets eliminated this week, though? Or is it going to be a triple threat at the pay-per-view?
Well, it would mean Scorpion pulling a double shift.
Let's face it, people have done that before.
Dolph Ziggler does that a lot.
Crime Lord's done it at the Gold Rush. Because he cashed it in straight away.
Oh, he did a triple shift that night.
Oh, he did, yeah.
I'd say Chaos to go out tonight. Well,
yeah.
not tonight, Friday night.
Yeah, so, is it going to be a triple threat or just a one-on-one match after the pay